Hello yogis, Tina here. I've got a really fun and different sequence for you today. Not your typical poses at the start of class, so I hope you enjoy this unique and fun sequence. Let's start sitting down cross-legged. So we're actually going to start with the left leg in front. You can just rest the hands down on the legs. Start to find a deeper breath and also more control with your breath. Small little pauses at the top and the bottom of each breath. Start to come out of whatever part of the day you were in. Focus on this small little space of your mat. We'll build some heat together and get a nice long stretch. The right hand will tent off the side. Left arm floats up by the ear. Try to make connection with that ear and the arm, and then take a walk out. There's still nice even weight between the two sits bones, so one hip is not floating up. And press the shoulder blades back. Get a little more length for the side. Now keep the right hand where it is, keep the head where it is, but reach the left arm back, making sure the palm is facing up, even trying to let the pinky finger flip up a little higher towards the ceiling. And on your next exhale, take that arm up and across. Inhale, back. And exhale, forward. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, big breath in. And exhale. Now take the outside of that left hand to the right knee. Walk yourself upright and you'll stay in this twist, but the right hand can sweep further back. Now float the right arm up by your ear. You're still finding that same connection point. And exhale, lean to the left. Nice extended right arm, extended fingertips. Now you're going to cross arms as you come back to center and the palms are down on the knees. Good. Take one lift up, rock back, tuck your chin. And come back to center, keep the cross, but hover the arms. We're coming to an early eagle, or just the arms touching. Press both forearms away, still extended fingertips. Lean a little bit forward in the pelvis, then lift up and back. And exhale that curl in again. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Breath in. And out. Up through center, kick that left shin so it's more parallel with the mat, so just a couple steps out. And you're gonna lean out. So that could mean you're just hovering, extending the forearms out, fingers forward. Might be able to come down so that the elbows or the forearms touch down. Let the head be pretty heavy here. Use the core to draw you upright as you release the arms wide. Good, bring the knees together. You'll keep that left shin in front, scoop under the thighs. Now you cross the ankles for a cross-leg boat pose. Good, try to close the gap between stomach and thighs. And release the arms. Squeeze the knees together. Full breath. And for the last breath, take a twist over to the left and extend the arms out. Imagine you're pressing the wall. And back to center, tap down, cross in. Let's roll all the way forward and step back, high plank. Looking straight down. Now I want you to lift the gaze out in front. Then I want you to try to tuck the chin, look towards the feet, and then find right in between. So the head isn't dropping, it's not lifting. And next exhale, the hips go high. Take a half step in for your first downward facing dog. Find some movement for backs of legs. The chin can rock towards each shoulder. Take some full breath. And then both heels will pick up a lot, bend the knees a lot, and then look forward. Step, step, feet to touch. Flip the palms for a forward fold. And then pull your heart forward. Let's sweep the arms all the way up to standing Urdhva Hastasana. And then drop into your Samasthiti, right at center. Press the hands against each other and then try to press the hands lower. Good, really lock in. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Keep the hands where they are. Spread the fingers nice and wide, ground them down, and step back, high plank. Shift past the fingertips as far as you can and lower the knees. We'll take a variation where you can flip the toes up towards the ceiling and then bend elbows, chaturanga. Straight arms, heart forward, up dog. And then touch the toes down, hips go high. Downward facing dog for a few breaths. There could be some movements again. You can soften the knees a bit to ensure the tailbone is lifted. Send your right leg in the air. So we're going to take that right knee and try to tap your right elbow. And then the inhale, send it high again. Now this time we're going to come forward, try to tap your nose. So it's like a three-legged plank. And then kick it back. And now this exhale over to the left. So you add the twist and three-legged. Let's take that again with the breath. Exhale, right to right. Inhale, try to slow it down if you feel like you're rushing. Exhale, draw forward at center. And inhale. Exhale to the left. And inhale. Now stack the hip, bend the knee, take a quick opening of that hip, a circle of the ankle. Now extend the leg. We're stepping right foot behind your right wrist. Left foot will step behind your left wrist and bend the knees for a ragdoll. Move around. And be really heavy in the head and heavy in the torso. Then let the arms hang down. Keep that rounded spine and take 2 breaths. Really take your time to roll up to standing. And once the head is stacked on top of the shoulders, let the arms go back. Take a sweeping inhale. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. Heel toe the feet in towards touch. Find your Samasthiti. Inhale the arms up and basket hands behind your head. Send the elbows back. Take the top of your right foot and drop it behind you. So it's like a dancer setup. Lean into that left foot so you can float a straight right leg. Early balance. We're going to go towards some crunches. So as you lift the knee up, curl the elbows in. And the inhale to open up again. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Good. Now pause here, send the arms up overhead, and that right leg is going to come straight out in front of you as if you're kicking a wall. And then drop that foot in front. So cross it over the left, return the hands basket behind the head, and then just let the whole unit of the arms slide to the right. So you've got just that left elbow holding the head up. Make some space between the feet and bend into your right knee. And take a drop to the right. So you should feel a nice stretch for left side. Keep that left hip swinging forward. Keep the head pressing back. And then center, arms up overhead. So here's where you might like your blocks. We're taking it into a fold. So either hands up blocks or hands come all the way down to the floor. Keeping that back knee straight, you can just drop into a fold. Bend the knees enough so that both of your hands can come all the way down. And then that back foot takes a step back and the front one follows, high plank. So you can drop the knees down or keep them lifted as you glide forward and find low plank. Then upward face and hips high. Exhale. So knees down. Let's go with your left leg back in the air. So we're going to work a lot of this shoulder strength here. What I want you to do is glide out as if you're coming into your low plank and bend the elbows. They don't have to go super low, but find a bend and you're lifting that back leg. Then straight arms and curl under, knee towards nose. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, glide out and bend. Inhale, push up. Exhale, curl under. Another round, inhale. Glide forward, then bend. Inhale, and curl under. Inhale, pause back, straight leg. Send that leg off the left side of the mat and drop it down. Hands walk back and up to your hips. So you're in this kind of triangle shape, making sure that foot is in line with your bent knee. Take a reach up, inhale. Drop the left hand inside the leg. Again, connection point between ear and arm to take your dive out. Things to think about. Right shoulder blade, press it back. Left hip, press it forward. All the way up, basketing hands behind the head. Take a lift up and a little dive back. Variation of your half camel. And back to center. Arms go wide. We're going to take a grounded side angle. So glide out, right hand lowers, left arm up, and then way across. Working a balance, you keep leaning so much so that left leg picks up, and that's a lot of outer hip strength to float that leg. Land that foot. We're going to come all the way back up, kneeling. Good. Look to the top of the mat and land your hands down. Left foot steps back, right foot follows, set up in your high plank, and then glide forward. Bend elbows, chaturanga. Upward dog, and downward facing dog. Let's walk the hands backwards to the feet. Bend the knees and take a hold of your big toes, just 2 peace fingers to loop around. Make sure the thumbs are fully wrapped. Straight arms, gaze forward, lean into the big toes, and then exhale, fold. I would suggest only if your legs are completely extended through the hamstrings, then the elbows can bend and pull you deeper. Find your straight arms again, hands up to hips, flat back, inhale, rise, and then connect at the back of your mat, Namaste. Let's take a bend at the knees and lift your right ankle for your figure 4. Pulling those lifted toes back towards your shins so you're nice and flexed in the ankle. And a deeper bend in that standing leg, allowing the hips to drop. And inhale. Carefully rise up, extend that leg. Now once again, we're crossing that right ankle in front of the left. Sweep your arms up, lift the heels so you're on the tippy toes. Start spinning to the left and you turn to face the back of the mat just for a moment. We're getting the alignment set up so you can now take that left foot and step to the top of the mat and come into your prasarita. So all 10 toes are facing the long edge of your mat. Hands can find your hips. Take a breath in to lift your heart, squeeze the elbows back, and then an exhale, find about halfway. So notice that the heels might be super grounded and the toes are nice and light. I want you to bring some weight forward so the whole foot is working. Then drop the hands down. And again, listening to the backs of the legs, if you've got further to go, the elbows bend straight back as you walk the hands under your body and release the head. Find straight arms. And now take a walk over towards your left foot. Try to reach further away with the right hand. Still gazing underneath you to keep the neck nice and long. And then continue walking around so you're in this runner's lunge. And then all the way to your low lunge, dropping the right knee down, untucking those toes. You could use blocks here, get a little taller, or hand to that thigh. Just pause, sending that right hip forward and both hips low. Now take the arms up. Find the cactusing of the arms, but we're going to keep them here, press the arms back, and then take a lift up and back. And then back to center. The right hand drops down on the block or all the way down onto the mat. Left hand to the thigh and let those toes angle open so you can find a twist. You can really let that hip drop open. Take that left arm up and then drop it back. So that same thing we took at the beginning of class, trying to lift the pinky finger towards the ceiling. The option for a bind would be flipping the hand down and like a magnet, try to let the foot come straight up to that hand. And then let it go. Both hands come down. You can set your blocks away if you used those. Left toes face forward. Tuck the back toes, lift off the knees so you can step back and travel to your low plank. Lifting to your up dog and hips high, downward face. Let's return to sit. So this time it's that right shin that will come in front. And the hands drop down. Quick moment, you can close the eyes. Just gather everything, gather the breath. Smooth out the breath. And then let the left hand drop to the side. Right arm sends up. Keep that connection point as you take your lean. And you can use that left hand to press down to make sure that right hip stays grounded as well. Now keep everything where it is. It's just that right arm that drops back. Reach it nice and long. And then an exhale all the way across. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, reach across. Now take the back of that hand or forearm to the leg, and then you'll walk up, send that left hand back, and you're in your seated twist. Left arm reaches up. Now take the other side lean. Now that left hand's gonna drop across as well. As you're sitting upright, take a hold of the knees and then a rock back. Sitting forward, float the arms and you take your eagle wrap or just the forearms pressing. So send the arms away and try to extend the fingers. They can be touching each other, but try not to just clench everything. Take that rock forward to lift up and back. Exhale, curl. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, center, kick that right shin just a little forward and take your lean out. Again, you can definitely stay hovering. You could release the arm bind if it's too much. You don't want the hips to be popping away from the mat if you're pretty deep in the fold. Strong core takes you upright. Let the arms go. Scoop under the legs, cross the ankles, and you've got your cross leg Navasana. Again, closing the gap at center and releasing your arms. Don't lose your breath. And we're taking a counter twist to the right. You can extend the arms as if you're stamping on a wall. And back to center, tap and hug in. Roll forward, set up your high plank. Glide forward and exhale high to low. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe. Left leg is now in the air. On the exhale, take it forward to left knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Now exhale through to center. Try to tap the nose. Inhale. Over to the right. Inhale, so nice and steady movement. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale, center. Inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale. Now stack and open. The knee can bend. Take some circles. Good, then extend and take a big step. Left foot behind left wrist. Right foot behind right. Drop the knees and you're coming into your ragdoll. So you could reverse it and take the elbows behind your legs. Another nice option is basket hands behind the head and let the elbows come in towards the head. Let the arms go. Tent fingertips and find straight arms and a flat back. Use the core and strong legs to press yourself up to stand. Sweep up and exhale, hands at heart center. Bring your toes into touch, find your Namaste, and then basket hands behind the head. So all these baskets, try to take the opposite thumb on top. Might feel a little more awkward. Top of the left toes back. Lean into your right foot. Find this nice extension from head down to lifted toes. And an exhale, meet at center. Inhale, nice and steady. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, pause. Arms up overhead. Drop the shoulders down. Now just kick that left leg out. Try to stamp it on the wall. And then cross that foot in front. Re-basket. Bend your front knee. Now the right elbow is pointing up. So the basket is just hanging to the side of your body. And take a tip to the left. Keep that right hip swinging forward. And then center, arms up overhead. So you're going to keep the legs as they are as you take your fold. You can meet with blocks again here. A lot of space between the feet. Drop in. And then bend the knees enough so that your hands can plant down. Right foot steps, left foot follows, high plank. Take it out and lower. Upward face, inhale. And send the hips high on your exhale. Now you've got your tabletop, lower the knees down. And this time you're going to send your right leg in the air. Nice, strong, straight leg, press out through the heel. So what we're going to do is glide out. And it could be the tiniest bend in the elbows, or you might come towards your low plank. Press back up, that's usually the hardest part. And then a curl, really press your spine up. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, glide, then bend. Inhale and curl. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and curl. Inhale, kick back. Now we're going to take that leg over to the right and drop it down. Hands walk up to your hips. I'll just move so it's a little more easy to read. Take the arms up, big sweep. Right hand drops in the leg. Reach up and across. Both hips pressing forward, but that left shoulder pressing back. As you come up, it's that opposite basket, that awkward feeling one, so you can lift up and back. Good. Back to center, arms go wide. Now lean to the left so that the hand comes down. Keep the foot planted for now as you stretch the right arm across for your grounded side angle. This left hip loves to tuck under here, so really making sure that hip is pressed forward. And then you can continue leaning out and that right leg will float for your grounded half moon. Come all the way back up as you land that foot. And then hands to the top of the mat. Swing that right foot back, left will follow. Glide forward and take your low plank. Upward dog and downward facing dog. Walk the hands to the feet so you'll be at the back of the mat. Bend the knees a lot here. Lift the feet up and slide your hands under, and then spread the hands, the fingers, so you can see the thumb and the pinky, and then rock into it. So really step on the hand, then look forward, extend the arms, and drop your chin to fold. Feel free to give the jaw a releasing shift side to side, or the head a nice little turn side to side. Press the toe mounds down into the palms. And look forward. Remove your hands up to your hips, and that flat back takes you up to standing. Bring everything to center. Namaste. Little bend at the knees for your figure four. Left ankle comes across. So once you feel nice and steady here and you've got a nice flex in that lifted foot's ankle, try to drop in. Steadily rise. So here's where we're going to kick that leg out, cross it in front of the right, sweep the arms up, lift the heels. We're spinning towards the right just to face the back of the mat, Namaste. This is better alignment to take your Ashtanga step. So take your right foot, step it to the original top of the mat, and then parallel your feet up. Let's go for your C variation, arms wide, take an interlace behind you. Lift your heart, and then take your dive forward. So the same weight in the feet that we played around with in the first variation. This time the knuckles are floating. Then find your halfway mark so the hands can come down. Take a walk towards your right foot, just for that side body stretch. Left hand walking away. Now we're going to come all the way around to your low lunge, dropping that left knee and untucking those back toes. Sorry, I've got a wicked bruise on my left knee. Let me grab a pillow. All right, so you could use your blocks to get a little taller. You could also just bring the elbows on top of that right knee, just mindfully letting the elbows, or the hips rather, sink down while your chest is lifted. Now the arms are going to find that cactus alignment, squeeze the shoulder blades together, then lift up and away. Coming back, the right hand to the thigh, left hand can come to block or mat, but then angle these right toes open to let the hip drop as you take a twist. Starting with the right arm reaching back and that pinky finger floating a little higher. That last piece being flipping the palm down and seeing if that foot could come up to meet it. Nice open palm if you can manage. Releasing, hands come down, right toes will face forward. Tuck the back toes to lift that knee. Try to take a quiet step back to plank, gliding out, exhaling low plank. To upward dog, and exhale, hips high. Let's come through to sit. And onto your backs, give a squeeze in and a gentle rock side to side. And plant the feet down. Let the feet touch as the knees drop to the sides. Place a hand on the low abdomen and one hand over your heart. And take a few moments in stillness. Then hug the knees in again. Take a couple rocks all the way up to a seated position. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed all the side body opening and the different movement around the mat. Give me a subscribe to my channel. That's the biggest thank you you can give me. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. See you next time.